Hello and welcome to Racers Now. We're here to look at day 2 of the York Ebor Festival, which takes place on Thursday, the 21st of August. And I'm joined by SD, who is the only man in racing that will tip a winner 8 days running for free every morning here on Racers Now. SD, how are you?
I'm good. Before people start scoffing, we'll put anything between 1 and probably 6 horses up on a Saturday. I think the average is about 2 or 3, is it? So,
Yeah,
yes.
I would say so. Yep, 3 horses put
Yes.
up today. One of them
It was
won.
a-
11
I
tickets.
have to say, we got a bit lucky today. And I'll
Oh,
tell you for why. Because Chepstow was officially described as good to firm, good in places. It's been blistering dry sunshine, and they changed it to good after the first. At best, it was good. It was certainly on the slow side. So, we put 3 up. One of them won, but some of those were picked because, well, partly because they go on fast ground. So, a plea to clerks of the course to please describe it and don't please describe it as it is and don't overwater. If you look at some of those bloody replays at Chepstow tonight, honestly, it looked like the Welsh national.
I think there is a change coming, Esty, because we are in a prolonged period of dry weather, aren't there? Plenty of good to firm for weeks and weeks. I know we're in the middle of August, but you could see 2 or 3 weeks from now. Not that I've looked at the forecast, but it is at some stage going to quickly change and soft ground also.
Well, there is a tropical storm coming next week, just as I'm off on my holidays into
Oh,
North.
fantastic! Fantastic.
Yes. So I shall enjoy the tropical storm with the family.
Great. So stick with us while we look through day 2 at York. At the end of this video, there's going to be an unprecedented development with SD, and it is tipping related. So do stay tuned.
Unprecedented, yes. Yes, you were flabbergasted before we went on air, weren't
I
you?
was, yes, quite.
You nearly fell out your chair. How's your hotel, sir? How's
Yeah,
your hotel?
marvelous. Yeah, good facilities. Been to the gym, been swimming, had some dinner with fellow sometimes host Harry. So yeah, looking forward to it. I've had no time whatsoever to look at horses, so I've not
Oh, dear.
quit. Although I am, SD is obviously going to beat me for the second year running, and it's going to cost me £50 for the second year running. But I will be back. At some stage, I've just really not had a chance to look.
You not had dinner with Lord Grimthorpe or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Oh, dear old Teddy.
He's too busy announcing retained jockeys for outfits that have
Yes.
only had 20 runners combined this year. The opening race on Thursday, SD, is the Group 2 Lowther Stakes, 6 furlongs for the 2-year-old girls, ladies. I thought this was reasonably open, SD. 11 runners in there, some with 1 or 2 races to their name, and some who were out a bit earlier at the likes of Royal Ascot and others. Some familiar names as well to us. Argentine Tango, tipped by you previously, got a place. Who are you looking at for this one?
Did you see America Queen at Haydock?
Was that Sandown Day? Was that Eclipse Day?
Yes. No, it was I think it might have been the Thursday of that week. Did you see?
I'm watching it back right now. Richard Hughes, grey horse, ridden by Billy the Kid. He's doing well, Billy the Kid, at the moment.
He is, and I must say, Billy the Kid. I was at Pontefract. I did tweet this on Sunday, and they'd be roughly between about 8 and 12 asking for selfies, and of course he took the time out. He didn't tell them to bugger off like some people would. He's a great shining example to the weighing room. Meanwhile, Oisin Murphy is writing a book.
Is he?
Well, you would. I have to say, given the events of this year, I would hope he would give the money to a charity.
Back to American Queen. Absolutely.
Look at him changing the subject. But
what do you want me to say? You was wrong about Oisin Murphy. You was wrong.
No, I wasn't. He's behaved disgracefully as a.
He's been a naughty boy on multiple occasions.
He's behaved disgracefully. I would give the money to. Well, either Graham Lee or the IJF or maybe Alcoholics Anonymous. It's up to you.
Yeah, you really like charity-based racing events like the Britannia and such like, don't you? So you're in support of that. So it wouldn't be.
Well, I'm just saying. I think trying to flog a book on scandal.
Advice to others would
it? I'm saying trying to flog a book on scandal, which could have turned out very, very badly, is a very, very bad look.
Do we know what the contents is going to be?
Well, given that he's apparently going to I will tell you because it was on here
I honestly
earlier.
don't know about it, but I mean, it's not
Oh,
very
Sid
interesting to me.
Hosey's back. Great. Let's have another band trainer back.
It's not
Isn't
interesting
British
to me.
racing bloody brilliant? Oisin Murphy. Oisin Murphy to bloody iPad. Just a second. We will be with you in a minute, viewers.
Riveting stuff, really.
Oisin Murphy to release a book offering a searingly honest account of a year in the champion jockey's life. Well, it's been tumultuous, but I think
Well, it
it's a
depends on
it's a very bad look.
It depends which year. It's whether the year that where he had a misdemeanor of cross contamination in Paris, the year where he went to Lake Como and said that he went somewhere else, or the year that he crashed into a tree. There's multiple years to pick from. Let's
He's
move on.
wrote it through 2024, I think. Did he have hemorrhoids in 2024? Do you remember that
Yes.
one? Then
Yeah,
we'll have
that's
a chapter on hemorrhoids. So anyway, one would think what I would do in this situation is frankly shut the fuck up. But
right.
he hasn't. You really don't like talking about this, do you?
I can talk about what you want. We've been going 2 minutes. I can talk about what
Yes,
you want.
yes. You just look a little unhinged.
It's not. It's not. But this is not. This is not a jockey bashing podcast.
Right?
Usually,
Yeah. Exactly.
we're here to tip winners. SD. There was definitely elements of O'Shea Murphy's when we last spoke about him, or when the world were last speaking about him in non-racing related news that you got wrong, but you don't care to admit that, and then you like to swiftly move on when I bring that up. He's been a very naughty
No,
boy on
your
multiple
opinion.
occasions, and he deserves to be punished. And he has been punished, and he deserves to be punished. So yeah.
Yes.
What about my opinion?
Your opinion is that the punishment met the crime, both in court and with racing, and the response was okay. I'm not sure I agree with two of those three. Anyway, we'll move on.
Back to what we mentioned 5 minutes ago. American Queen absolutely wazzed up at Haydock by 12 lengths. I don't know if the form's done a lot since. That's not honestly not growing. I don't know if it has. I genuinely don't know. But yeah, it wazzed up, and it is second favourite at 11-4 to win the Lauder on her second start for Richard Hughes. Ryan Moore doing the riding. Why do you fancy it?
Well, I have to say, as I always do, I did the form earlier with a blindfold on without looking at the market, and I thought she'd be favourite, and I thought she'd be near a 6-4, 7-4. I think I've got her back her at 11-4. She was seriously good. Now there are reservations. Sometimes I remember a Johnson horse doing this when 2-year-olds win that well first time up. I can't remember a 12 length winner of a maiden on decent ground of with double figures there. When it was running against 9, I just can't remember that. She looked a serious weapon at Haydock. She really did, and she's a backable price here. The rest of them, well, to be polite, are a bit much of a muchness. I mean, the threat is the Jolly, but the Jolly is short enough. Whether one of the others improves, I don't know, but I think she could go very, very well.
Not related to all that much, SD. I must say she's got.
No, but have you seen that Haydock race?
Yeah, I've just watched it.
Bloody hell.
But yeah, not related to a whole lot. Yeah, 7 relatives on the flat, best of which has achieves an RPR of 89. Yeah, 3 of which didn't even win a race.
But she's better than that already.
I know, absolutely.
Look, she might be a one-hit wonder, but I thought she'd be shorter than she was.
Yeah, although this is the first time that her dam has been to Havana Grey, who is doing pretty well in his young sire life. Right, okay, American Queen for SD there. There's no bet for SD in the 225 because it's the Goffs million.
Don't you hate that bloody race?
Well, it's.
Do you remember? I remember being with Orns. Probably that was the last time I went to the Juddmonte, and Orns, the Juddmonte Festival, and Orns will remember it. Because Mum's Tipple won that day. I think I backed Mum's Tipple, but bloody hell.
Yeah, well, Richard Annan's won 5 of the last 10 of this. This is a Goff's sales race, 338 grand to the winner, which is incredible, really. Yeah, for 2-year-olds, which were
Throw
catalogued
enough money.
in the Goff's UK Premier Yearling Sale of August the 27th and 28th of 24. Richard Hannon's got the second favourite in there to this week. Rakib. There's quite a few of these that we've seen quite a lot of, actually. To say that they're 2-year-olds, there's quite a lot in there that have had 5, 6, or 7 starts. But yes, we will be.
There's
skipping.
only one sales race I'm interested in every year. Really? Although I did take the Super Sprint winner this year.
Yeah, you did.
Only one good sales race in the year.
Go on then.
The Red Car Champion 2-year-old trophy.
Oh,
listing.
Amazing. Right.
Great day out at Red Car. By the way, Red Car are the cheapest by far this weekend if you want to go racing in a nice environment. Amy does very, very well.
Yep. 3 o'clock is the Clipper Logistics, or the Clipper Handicap, as it's now known. Heritage Handicap SD, 1 mile, always a good race. They've got 18 runners in there, maximum of 20 usually. Loads of familiar names, and an old friend of mine called...
Well, it's named after you, Old Cock.
There you go.
Old Cock has won here, loves fast ground. I mean, the draw could have been kinder, but I thought 15-2 was big enough. He's pretty unexposed, the Old Cock. He he's not had that many goes. You know, he's 4 from 8 on turf. He's 4 from 9 overall. He's won here. He's reasonably weighted on his May win here. I suspect this has been the target. Ed's horses are running probably as well as they have done all season, and he'll do for me. Look, you can. There's countless number of dangers. David's got a few in the race, hasn't he? But I just had a soft spot for the Old Cock.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I backed him first time it was a midweek meeting on Musadora Day, I think. So we weren't tipping for it, but I backed him there, and that's the easiest. I mean, I've not had many SD, as you're sure to say. He was the easiest winner I've backed this year. He never looked like getting beat in the York Handicap there.
Will not kick a man when he's down.
Thank you. Some of which reoppose here, Sissy Fen and the like. But I did tip him the last time he ran. Obviously he finished 4th, tipped him up each way. I'm just trying to work out whether he was disappointing, SD. It was a similar race to that one that he won in May. Similar-ish. Obviously, there's more runners to this race, course and distance. I mean, yeah, and I don't know if I was expecting. Expecting a bit more from him that day. But yeah, there's the argument there. He could definitely win this.
Ed's horses, as I say, they were certainly under a cloud. It can be through any number of means, but I'm prepared to give a nice unexposed type like him the benefit of the doubt. You could see Old Cock going in on Thursday.
I'll try and remember that line for the picture. Right, okay, SD, we're moving on to the 335, which is apparently the feature on Thursday, but there is only 4 runners in the Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks. Mini Hawk, who has won the Oaks at Epsom and the Oaks at the Curragh, is 4-11. A Strange, who doesn't want fast ground, is currently going to run on Good to Firm. Then it's Quilling Queen for Ed Walker, who's having a great season, by the way. Won a decent race in France last time. And then Aidan's also got Garden of Eden in there that won. Let's not forget the Ribblesdale at Ascot. But yeah, disappointing 4 runs.
It is, but I'm not sure what else could have run.
Calpana. I know fast ground, but Calpana would be the answer.
I just wonder if a Strange will run. If you were prepping for an art, would you go here, or would you think, well, there's the French trials, for example, where you might get a bit more dig, and there's obviously the September at Kempton, which has become the fashionable arc trial these days, where obviously you're not going to experience fast ground. If she were mine, I wouldn't run her, but.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they are going to run, but they probably shouldn't be, if you see what I mean. Because I just think...
I agree. Yeah. I wouldn't run them.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the 410. This is the last betting race for SD. This is the Sir Henry Cecil Galtres Stakes, listed race, fillies and mare, a 1.5 miles. There's 2 horses in here owned by the King. Waffnan are in there as well. Godolphin Ballydor are in there. Pretty decent race.
Yes, all hail the King. There's, of course, the Mugs Double. There's Old Cock and Rose Prick.
Oh, there you go. Get on.
Absolutely, get on. Anyway, I think Rainbow's Edge is pretty. I think my gut was she's better than these. She ran very well in one of these fillies listed races. She's improving fast, and boy did she look good at Ascot when she won first time up, beating, funnily enough, Arisaig, who of course we put up last night. More of that later. I just think she's a bit of a weapon on fast ground, and you're looking at these and you're thinking, well, some of these are just chasing black type, some of them are plain not good enough. I thought she was a class above them. That was, I mean, you obviously official ratings aren't gospel, but Charlotte's Web is 103, so you can make a case for her. Rainbow's Edge is 104. There's nothing else in there officially rated at 100 or more. So I thought this was a pretty good opportunity for her, and I wouldn't be crowing at 7-2.
Okay, yeah, fair play. Esty, we did tease it earlier. Do you have anything else to touch on before we call it a day on day 2?
Yeah, so Arisaig, of course, was entered in the Clipper Logistics, and I did say last night it was a bit of a gamble putting her up for the Celebration Mile, but thankfully Charlie watches races now, so Charlie has decided, or Mark or whoever, or Deirdre, good heavens,
Yep.
Deirdre, very very spine tingling woman, Deirdre.
What does
You
that
listen
mean?
to her. Well, what I mean is she's quite scary, Deirdre. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. You know what I mean? She has that demeanour, don't you? You wouldn't
It's
muck
been a
around
long
with
time
Deirdre.
since I've set eyes on Mrs. Johnston, to be honest. But
Yes.
yep,
Anyway, the point being that Arisaig was double entered, and I am of the opinion that Arisaig is Goodwood suits, fast ground suits, and everything suits, and there's a massive price of Celebration Mile. So I put a bit of a pussy stake up of 0.375
you
points
did.
each way.
You did, yeah.
And I think we can go in again. We'll have another quarter of a point each way on
Oh,
that. I think 25-1 is perfectly fair. Now we know that she ought to run. Now, for God's sake, Charlie, run her.
it'd be funny if she
Because,
don't run now.
well, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Given
Yeah.
she ought to run in the Celebration Mile, I think that is perfectly fair. Just to boost your stakes a little bit. She's 25-1. She's stand out with one firm from Stoke. Incidentally, our photographer's having a terrible time with one firm from Stoke. We may have to go public on that. If you're watching Pat Cooney, you might want to message me because he can't get his money out, the poor lad. He only drives an Asda van. Anyway, but I think she's perfectly fair at 25.
Yeah, so yeah, SD put Arisaig up last night before the 5-day decks for a race that takes place on Sunday. It was also entered in the Clipper, no longer entered in the Clipper, so he's going in again. So this is the first
Wasn't
time ever.
declared in the Clipper. Can we just get through this?
I'll get it right.
Entered, declared. Somebody actually said in the comments I was correct. So well done to you, sir. But we do read the comments.
Yeah, I read the comments last night where someone said that basically I'm jealous of you with all your success. He didn't use the word jealous. I'm going to try and dig it out, but he said Smido not liking SD's success.
Well,
I'm
let me
SD's biggest
tell you
fan.
something. He's done me a favour too. I had a message saying "fuck off." I'm not saying what that was about.
Oh, that
And
wasn't
then
that wasn't to do with me, was it?
No, you said fuck off to me. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I did, yeah.
yeah. And then
That happens at least once a week. That does.
yes, it does. And then I'd left my suit jacket at the Indian in Huddersfield because that curry was so spicy. So you went knocking on for it, and no bugger was in. So if there's any bookmakers who I know who watch this and are on the M62 past Huddersfield, be grateful if you could pick my suit jacket up.
Yeah, exactly. So I went on a 20-minute detour to
It's
an
very
Indian.
kind of you, sir. Very
It
kind.
was.
How is your hotel?
You've already been through this. Lovely. I'm
How
not telling
about
you
you? Oh,
where it
good,
is
good.
in public.
How's
Um,
your? Do you get happy endings in your hotel?
only when the wife's here, which isn't today.
Oh, maybe it's from Harry then.
Uh, Harry's on a different floor, which is
Well, oh yeah. Don't
which is
forget
a
you as
bonus.
Harry. Harry is single, so yes, if
Which
you
is a
want to,
bonus.
get your revenge
We
on
we're,
Smido,
it's got nothing to do with me.
send a woman up, and I can hear them at it all night in the floor above.
No, below. We're going meandering down some silly paths here, Rusty.
We're being daft. We're being daft.
So we better call it a day. I've just done your image for the YouTube thumbnail that's going to read, I think
I
Bold
dread.
Cock will go in on Thursday.
Yes, it's very good. Please don't put any. We're going to end up with all sorts. Going to end up with that Bunny Blue on the bloody line, aren't we? At least I know she is now. Are we back?
Yes, we're going to be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow.
Thursday's a bit up in the air because I'm travelling cross country. But yes, back tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Thank you very much. There's all hopefully your best bets for day 2 of the York Ebor Festival. Thank you.